what happened this past days slash last weeks.
Let's call it 9 days. We went through the rumor of a ban that we weren't completely confident that it was going to take effect. Ended up taking effect for a total of probably 3 to 4 or 5 hours. Uh,
Yeah, such
we
a joke.
had It's so crazy. We had an elected president effectively say that any company that supported in keeping TikTok alive wouldn't be fined. And then 24 hours later, we had the president of the United States sign an executive order to officially cement TikTok still being in business in the United States. And so, in regards to TikTok in the US, we live we live to
Yeah,
fight another day. Uh, what a weird, honestly, if you needed proof that life was a simulation, I think the past 9 days would be the perfect situation. This could be a movie, the week that we
yeah,
had. And I think it was a roller coaster of emotions. It's one of those situations that we are super fortunate to be able to experience in a weird way. Because there aren't a lot of companies that can say that they've gone through having their main channel of business be threatened of a ban, of a federal national ban, than actually have a federal national ban imposed and then have that ban reverted so quickly. It's so crazy when you think of it.
yeah. It might be a fast in history, as a
It's
matter of
insane.
fact. We're not completely out of
Yeah.
the situation as TikTok is still not available on the App Store nor Google Play. So no users can't update the app nor download the app. However, people that already had it on their phones, TikTok is using it. What was interesting about the last podcast is that TikTok had self-imposed a total blackout on the app. So while legally they were allowed to keep the servers operating and things of that nature, they were like, nope, if you're going to ban TikTok, we're out. We don't want to have nothing to do with it. In my opinion, it was a bit of a bluff to escalate the situation and for the Supreme Court to take them more seriously. Supreme Court didn't bite into it, so ultimately TikTok did go black. They blacked out for, like you said, 5 hours until Trump made an official announcement that he's not going to pursue the actions or whatsoever, and he proposed a deal which was actually quite interesting, which was also unexpected as out of all the theories of how things could play out. What Trump put on the table was new and innovative. TikTok needs to be sold to the US, but 50% of it should be government owned, so owned by the government, which is actually a transition from having TikTok being like the enemy to then being owned by the government, which is like the strongest partner that one could have ever, right? Especially the US government. So if it goes through, um, I mean, like TikTok is not only staying, but they have bigger ties with the U.S. than Meta, than Google, and all these other companies because it's owned by the government. So that's super exciting. And since then, we've had people like Mr. Beast, Elon Musk, and others that have
Yeah.
expressed interest into buying the platform. Nothing official yet, but um, but yeah, TikTok is saved. If that does go through and it's owned by the government, it's going to become the biggest platform. It's honestly a blessing in disguise. This whole situation.